Good morning. Today we are going to learn about some of the important questions of scan session. The first question is, what are the scan session steps? Steps for scan session are replace the flops, connect the scan cells, perform the checks, ship the test patterns, capture the response. So these five are the scan session steps. Replace the flops. So we are going to replace the normal flop with a scannable flop. That means we are appending the multiplexers to the normal flop so that we can able to convert it to the scannable flop. So extra pins are selection input and scan input, selection enable and scan input are added to that one. So data input is as usual. So it can be operated in two modes. One is the normal mode and another one is the scan mode. So normal mode, when scan enable is 1, it is in scan mode. When scan enable is 0, it is in normal operation. Actually, this can be controlled with the help of test mode signal. So we'll go in depth. We'll came to know that. As of now, you will remember like that. Next one is connect the scan cells. So scan cells. How to connect the scan cells? The output of the one scan cell is connected to the input of the another scan cell to make a scan chain. So here, connect the scan cells into one or more scan chains is called the scan chains. Next one is perform the checks. So here we are going to do the DRC checks. So we should make sure that all clock related signals should be controlled from the primary. Run the basic checks to ensure that all clocks are off, sequential elements are inactive, and each clock can capture data when all other clocks are off. Next one is shift test patterns. Shift the patterns into the circuit through the scan chains. So through SI path, we are going to shift the patterns. Next one is capture response. Capture response. Capture the response to the test pattern for the analysis. Next question is, what are the basic things that needs to be taken care for scan insertion? So this is one of the important question. So properly replacing the regular flops with the scan flops. So we should convert the normal flops into the scannable flops so that we will get a controllability over there. Next, connect them in a coherent scan chain. We should make them as a scan chain. Managing the clocking schemes. That means including the scan clock bypass. So managing clocking schemes means while we are connecting the scan chains, we should make that separate clock domains are there. Means we should make a scan chain for each clock domain. And handling the resets. So all resets should be controlled from the primary inputs. If reset is synchronously resetting during the shift operation, so we can't able to shift the data properly. So we should handle the resets. Next, identifying and excluding the specific clocks that should not be scanned, and ensuring the proper scan chain length balancing to optimize the testability. So we should make sure that all scan chains are equal length so that we can able to reduce the test time and test data volume. Next, what is SDC file and what does it contain? SDC stands for Synopsys Design Constraint File, which is a text-based file format used in electronic design automation to specify the timing and design constraints for integrated circuit, including the information like clock frequencies, signal delays, and power constraints, all written in the TCL command language. What is the use of clock gators in the design? This is one of the most important question which is regularly asking in the VLSI DFT interrupt. So clock gating is a technique used in a circuit design to reduce the power consumption. Actually, it is going to reduce the dynamic power dissipation. It is popular power management technique in synchronous circuits. Clock gating selectively removes the clock signal when your circuit or a part of a circuit, part of it is not in use. Circuit, if it is not in use, so it is going to cut off the clock for that thread. that particular block so that the switching activity can be reduced, so we can able to save the power. This prevents the unnecessary transitions in the logic elements and reduces the switching activity. When the clock is off, the switching power consumption is zero and only leakage current is incurred. Next, what is the use of latch in the clock gating cell? Clock gating cell comes with the latch and AND gate. A latch is used in a clock gating cell to create a glitch-free clock gating cell. The latch holds the enable signal until the clock pulse is complete, and which reduces the need of the circuit to enforce this requirement. A latch is a level sensitive device that captures the state of the enable signal. A latch holds the enable signal from the active edge of the clock until the inactive edge. A latch creates a gated clock that is off when not in use. A latch is a transparent when the clock is high and reflect all the changes to the input. A latch is opaque when the clock is low and the output remains constant regardless of its input. So that's all about today. So we will meet our next lecture for the remaining scan insertion interview questions and answers. Please share and subscribe my channel.